Hello viewers, here is a Maytag air conditioner. I got this one out of the trash a couple of years ago. Just haven't gotten around to it, never cleaned it, never did anything to it. It looks like it's very low hours. There doesn't seem to be any mold in sight on the fan. It's really quite clean in there. And there's like no rust, and that's incredible for something this old. And look at that, it's pristine in there nearly. Really incredible. So this has got to be very low hours. I believe this is a Fetters built unit. Looks like a Fetters design. The fan is blurry. See if we can see what the name is. Come on, camera. I don't know, it's probably just some funny Chinese brand motor. It's more trouble than it's worth. I can't see what it says. Anyways, oh yeah, there we go. Fetters. Maytag M6X08F2A-C, 8,000 BTU. Wow, that's pretty powerful for something this size. This is not a big machine at all. I thought it was only a 5. 22, about a pound of it in there, hopefully in there still. If I recall correctly, this thing was very loud. So I guess that would make sense that it's 8,000, because it's pushing a lot of air through a pretty small case. Do we have a date code on this thing? This has got to be an early 2000s product, I would imagine. These are what I would consider to be some of the last like really good air conditioners, because they still use 22 and the build quality is still reasonable. But they started to use those denser, higher efficiency coils, and with R22 and other reasonable components, they work quite well. Well, here's the plug. It's a proper plug. If the outlets were actually no, this is the proper orientation for an outlet in theory is this direction. So, but this is designed for the way most people have it, so the cord goes up to the window. It's a very well built machine in the sense that there's not a lot of weight on the back. Like it tilts forward with relative ease, so when it's sitting in the window, there's not a lot of pressure on this bar here. Most of it's sitting on the windowsill. Turn this on, and there's an obnoxious electronics controls beep. I really don't like electronics controls, but at least these are pretty simple to use. I believe this would have also had a remote, but I don't have the remote. Kind of stinks. I searched through that trash pile everywhere for the remote, but I couldn't find it. Of course, the front is all brittle and yellowed. Here's the filter. Even the filter is relatively clean, so I don't know what the deal was with this thing. We got 118.6 volts right now. We'll go over to amps. And let's turn this thing on. The register is not adjustable other than left and right, which kind of stinks because it probably gets some recirculation into the evaporator. Huh. That's not anywhere near as bad as I remembered it. Does recirculate a little bit, but I don't think it's too bad because at least the air output is very small, so it should travel a good distance away from the machine before it, it pushes it away from the machine pretty well. I wouldn't call this quiet, but it's not nearly as bad as I thought it was. I don't think this is at all unusable. I thought I remember it being like unusably loud. The pellet stove on behind me. I got cool air coming from this because it was downstairs. It's cold. And I got hot air blasting from behind. This is saying 75, which I think is actually right on. Yeah, it is. This is reading 76. So the temperature at least is accurate. Decent airflow out the back. Crazy, but satisfactory. Yeah, if I'm standing farther away from the machine, I feel plenty of air, so it does push it away from the unit pretty good. But I would definitely prefer to be able to angle the register upwards. It seems a lot better like that, so with the recirculation issue does anyways. Alright, so let's go over to high fan. Okay, that's pretty loud. But for the size of the machine, that's throwing out a lot of air. That's pretty powerful unit. I'm impressed. The low isn't too bad. Let's go to cool, which, because for some reason, taking a long time to cool is a feature. We probably won't get compressor right away. There we go. Oh man, I'm about to lose it. Alright, this still has a charge. Oh, good grief. I don't know what's going on with all the air conditioners leaking this year. Very noisy, of course. Rattling. That's getting real cold. That's kind of a rare refrigerant sound. That's definitely one of the more rare refrigerant sounds. It's kind of interesting. It's getting cold. It keeps doing that. keeps doing that the whole time, that's going to be kind of annoying. Got nice pull now. Alright, I'll let that run for a while and get up to operating temperature, then we'll come back on the video. Alright, this has been going for a few minutes now. We've got 46 coming out and 77 going in, so it's working great. I'm going to turn it back up here, and then I want to get the compressor started up on video, because it sounded so nice when it came back on for the second time. The condenser actually, despite my commentary before, the air output from the back here is exceptional. I can feel the air flowing 6 feet away from this thing. I'm still getting hot dust. That's really pushing some air through here. I'm going to have to wait 3 minutes again, but I will turn it back down. Very healthy, and it's working great. It's real cold coming out, and it's not nearly as loud as I thought it was. So I think this will probably get used this summer. It might have to be at this rate, because all the other ones are breaking. I just realized we forgot to look at the kilowatt thing, and the plug is scalding hot. I can't even touch the prongs. I'm not sure why, because it looks like it's in perfectly good condition. The rest of the cord is not hot, so I think that we might have to at least replace the plug, if not the whole cord, before this goes into service.